Psychic-type Pokémon have always had that mysterious edge, haven't they? Ever since Generation 1, they've stood out as some of the most powerful and fascinating creatures in the entire franchise. And guess what? Pokémon Legends Z-A keeps that tradition alive in style. Even though the game takes a tighter approach with only 230 Pokémon in its base roster, the Psychic lineup still packs some serious firepower. From mind-bending abilities to sleek designs, they've got everything a true trainer could ask for. And honestly, that's what makes picking the best Psychic Pokémon in Z-A so tricky. There's a lot more variety here compared to other types. You've got everything from the elegant and fiery Delphox, one of the Colossian starters, to absolute legends like Alakazam, who's been dominating since the Kanto days. So if you're looking to build a team that's both smart and scary, you're in the right place. Let's break down which Psychic Pokémon truly deserve the spotlight in Pokémon Legends Z-A. I'm quickly moving on to the video. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. Alolan Raichu is one of those Pokémon that instantly stands out, and not just because it's riding its tail like a surfboard. This electric and psychic-type Pokémon brings a tropical twist to Lumiose City, even though you will not actually find it wandering around there. To get one, you will have to trade your regular Cantonian Pikachu for it near the Quasartico Incorporated building, but only toward the end of the main story. It is a little bit of a wait, but totally worth it if you are looking to add something unique to your team. Now, when it comes to battle, Alolan Raichu can hit hard whether you build it for special attack or even a more physical playstyle. That flexibility sounds great on paper, but there is a catch. Its Psychic-type move pool is surprisingly small. You are basically limited to Psychic and Psyshock, and that really keeps it from reaching its full potential as a Psychic powerhouse. It is kind of a shame considering how fun this Pokemon's design and typing are. Still, Alolan Raichu makes up for it with its speed and electric coverage. It is fast, flashy, and honestly just fun to use. You might not pick it for serious Psychic-type dominance, but if you are after a Pokemon that can sweep through opponents while looking cool doing it, this little Alolan Surfer deserves a spot on your team. It may not be the best Psychic Pokemon in Pokémon Legends Z-A, but it definitely has the most style. Espeon has always been one of the poster children for Psychic-type Pokémon. Elegant, powerful, and incredibly reliable in battle. In Pokémon Legends Z-A, that reputation mostly holds up. But there is one big issue that keeps Espeon from shining as brightly as it used to. It does not have access to a Mega Evolution. In a game where rogue Mega Pokémon battles are a serious threat, that missing form can really make a difference. Now, Mega Evolution is not everything, of course, but it definitely helps when you are trying to keep up with stronger opponents. Without it, Espeon has to rely on its natural speed and solid special attack to stay competitive. It is still more than capable of sweeping through teams if you play your cards right. You just have to be a bit smarter with your strategy. The good news is, Espeon's moveset in Pokémon Legends Z-A gives it some nice flexibility. It is not just about dishing out psychic damage. It can also provide supportive options for your team, making it a surprisingly versatile choice. So while Espeon might not dominate the field like a Mega Pokémon would, it remains a classy, dependable Psychic type that proves you do not always need a Mega form to be a real threat. Starmie is one of those Pokemon that proves you do not have to wait until the late game to find something powerful. You can catch a Staryu pretty early in Wild Zone 2, and with just a quick stop at the Stone Emporium, you can evolve it into Starmie in no time. It is fast, easy, and gives you access to one of the strongest water types available in Pokémon Legends Z-A. But Starmie is not just about its water-type moves. Its Psychic side is just as impressive. With options like Psybeam, Psychic, and Zen Headbutt, this Pokemon hits hard and can adapt to different kinds of battles. The fact that it also supports Mega Evolution makes it even more dangerous, turning it into a powerhouse that can both strike and outlast opponents when the situation calls for it. Overall, Starmie's combination of accessibility, speed, and move variety makes it a fantastic choice for players who want a reliable Psychic type without giving up water coverage. It is versatile, stylish, and battle-ready from the moment you evolve it. Basically, the definition of an early-game Pokemon that stays relevant all the way to the end. Alakazam has always been the definition of raw psychic power, and in Pokémon Legends Z-A, that reputation absolutely holds up. Compared to Starmie, it packs even more offensive punch, hitting harder and faster than almost any other psychic type in the game. The trade-off, of course, is its defense, or more accurately, the lack of it. Alakazam might look confident, but one solid physical hit can send it straight back to the Pokeball. Thankfully, Alakazam's Mega Evolution more than makes up for that fragility. Once it Mega Evolves, its special attack skyrockets to absurd levels, letting it obliterate almost anything before they even get a chance to move. It is the textbook definition of a glass cannon. Fragile, but devastating when played right. If you are good at predicting your opponent's moves or setting up safe switches, Mega Alakazam becomes a game changer. Still, you need to handle it with care. Physical attacks, especially Dark-type moves like Crunch, can completely dismantle it in a single turn. That means you have to treat Alakazam like the delicate powerhouse it is, protect it, set it up properly, and it will reward you with unmatched psychic destruction. It is risky, yes, but when it works, nothing feels quite as satisfying as watching Mega Alakazam sweep through a team before they can even react. Delphox might not look intimidating at first glance, but underestimate it and you will regret it. Sure, it is not exactly built to take a punch, its defenses are on the lighter side, but what makes Delphox special is its incredible versatility. With access to both strong fire and psychic type moves, it can burn through opponents or support its team depending on what the battle calls for. The list of moves this fiery fox can learn is seriously impressive. You have reliable damage options like Psychic to keep up the pressure, but also a bunch of utility tools such as Heal Block and Light Screen to protect your team. That combination gives Delphox a strategic edge that many other psychic types simply do not have. You can play it aggressively, or switch things up mid-battle and go for a supportive setup instead. Of course, you still need to be smart about its weaknesses. Delphox cannot afford to take too many hits, especially from strong physical attackers. But if you use its support moves wisely and plan your turns around its strengths, Delphox can easily outperform more one-dimensional Pokémon like Alakazam. It is not just a glass cannon, it is a tactical powerhouse wrapped in flames and psychic energy. Galad is one of those Pokémon that just oozes style, a graceful swordsman that balances power and precision in equal measure. In Pokémon Legends Z-A, it keeps that same energy, easily earning its place among the top fighting types in the game. But what really makes Galade stand out this time is the psychic side of its moveset, featuring unique options like Psycho Cut that perfectly match its sharp, calculated fighting style. The catch, though, is that Galade does not get a ton of physical psychic type moves to fully use its strong attack stat. Outside of Psycho Cut, and technically Psyshock if you are stretching it, you are a bit limited in that department. Still, what it lacks in psychic coverage, it makes up for with incredible fighting type attacks and plenty of utility options. It can hit hard, support teammates, or even clean up the battlefield when things start to go south. That balance between brute force and tactical play is what makes Galade such a rewarding Pokémon to use. It might not dominate the psychic category outright, but it does not need to. Galade brings flexibility, power, and style all in one blade-wielding package, and if you give it the chance to set up, it can sweep teams before they even know what hit them. Metagross is the kind of Pokémon that just radiates power. With its steel and psychic typing, it brings an incredible mix of offense and defense that few others can match in Pokémon Legends Z-A. It is tough, tanky, and hits like a truck, making it one of the most reliable heavy hitters in the entire game. When you send Metagross into battle, you know exactly what you are getting. A relentless force that can take hits and deliver them right back. When it comes to psychic-type moves, Metagross primarily relies on Psycho Cut and Zen Headbutt. Neither of these has the highest base power out there, but when you combine them with Metagross's massive attack stat, they still land like a ton of bricks. On top of that, Metagross's move pool offers a ton of variety, letting you mix in coverage options that make it even more unpredictable in battle. It is the kind of Pokémon that can adapt to almost any matchup and still come out swinging. That said, it is not without its limits. While Metagross can dish out some of the hardest physical hits in the Psychic category, its limited access to stronger Psychic moves keeps it just shy of the top spot. Still, when you need a Pokémon that can tank hits, hit back harder, and look downright intimidating while doing it, Metagross remains one of the best choices you can make for your team. Gardevoir is one of those Pokémon that never seems to leave the spotlight, and in Pokémon Legends Z-A, it proves exactly why. Most players know it for its incredible Fairy-type power, dishing out devastating hits with moves like Draining Kiss and Moonblast. But if you stop there, you are missing half the picture, because Gardevoir also happens to be one of the strongest Psychic types in the entire game. Its Psychic move pool is stacked with options like Psychic, Future Sight, Confusion, and Calm Mind, giving it a mix of offense and setup potential that few others can rival. You can build it to sweep, to support, or even to play the long game with Calm Mind strategies. That flexibility makes Gardevoir one of those rare Pokémon that fits seamlessly into almost any team composition, whether you are going for power, balance, or pure style. And the best part? You do not even have to hunt for it. You get a Ralts with a Gardevoirite through Mystery Gift right at the start of the game, meaning the best Psychic-type Pokémon in Z-A is basically handed to you for free. Once you evolve it into Gardevoir, you have a Mega Evolution-ready powerhouse that can take on anything the game throws at you. Simply put, if you are building a Psychic-type lineup, Gardevoir is the crown jewel. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.